Greetings, Matt Lieb. I am Art Sub-Commander Jetrix of the Charon Armada from Sagittarius 9, and this is a general 4-question survey of humanity before you are invaded. Your interview will... I'm sorry?
I was just humming in agreement.
Very good. Let me finish, and then you can hum in agreement some more.
Okay.
Your interview will begin in a few moments. Do not be alarmed, and your memories will be wiped at the end of this interview. Just relax and stay comfortable. And before we start, I do want you to know I don't normally do these interviews in person, but we have a backlog of over 6 billion to get through, and I thought I'd lend the drones a hand, as it were.
That's fine.
All right, so are you ready, Matt Lee?
Yeah, let's do it.
Very good.
Rock.
All
Let's
right.
ask questions.
All right. Survey question 1. What is it you do for a living, Matt Lee?
I am a comedian and comedy writer, and I write for Audible shows, and I write for Al Jazeera has a comedy show now, and I do stand-up.
Well, when you say you do...
Do you have Al Jazeera on your planet?
I've never heard of that before in my life, but I don't have most of the things you have on your planet. It sounds like a vegetable, possibly, or some sort of vehicle, maybe?
No, it's an Arabic word. I don't speak Arabic, so I actually don't know what it means. I think it means the state or the land.
It actually, you know, they're not telling you the truth. I can tell you, I speak 7 million languages. It actually means Charles. Just the name Charles.
Oh, okay. Well, I write for Charles's channel.
Yes.
And I also I'm a correspondent on the Star Wars show, which is about Star Wars, which is kind of is like a movie that we have over here on Earth about aliens and such. So
well,
you probably like it.
It sounds hilarious, and actually you've moved me on to question 2, which is what resources do you have that can be exploited by the Charon Armada? It sounds like writing is one of them.
Yeah. What else do I have? I got a lot of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I usually go to Costco, get a double box of that because it's cheaper. Nicotine lozenges, I got a lot of those. I'm addicted. I don't know if you guys have any use for it, unless you guys have any smoking addictions on your planet.
No, I'm not addicted to any smoking. It usually I don't set myself on fire very often.
Well, you're setting like something else on fire and then inhaling the smoke. Like, do you ever set something else on fire?
Oh, I see. We had another guest who did something similar to that. He said it was very bad for him.
Yeah, it's not good for you, but people do it because I think just because morbid curiosity to see if we can die faster.
Well, this leads me now to question 3, which is what, Matt Lieb, are your greatest weaknesses?
I have eczema. So my skin doesn't produce as much oil.
I know the feeling. Look at that.
Yeah, that's true. I could tell you got a little outbreak kind of all over, which is, causes you to wrinkle faster.
It does, yes.
So you're probably a lot younger than you look, but, samesies. I have to moisturize multiple times a day. So if I'm without my moisturizing cream or my steroid cream, then I'm pretty vulnerable to attack.
I don't know if we'll be providing those creams to you. I think leaving you vulnerable might be a good thing anyway.
Right, I imagine not if you're going to invade and try to exploit my resources. Luckily, you won't get any oil out of me, so that's kind of a win.
That's too bad. How are you at mining?
And I've never tried to mine, but I think I'd be fine. I got strong arms. What are we mining?
Anything we can exploit on the Earth. You have various minerals. You have certain oil is not really easily mined, but you have other forms of carbon.
Diamonds.
Diamonds,
right, yeah.
yes. Yeah, those are delicious.
Oh, you eat them?
Oh, yes, delicious. Delicious.
Oh.
You have those, then. That'll be good
Yeah.
to dig up, yes. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
they
happy
come
to-
right out of the ground. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, they seem to. I don't know how they're there, but in order to mine them, it seems like you have to kill a lot of Africans.
I think that may be arranged. I think we can kill a lot of Africans if need be,
Wow.
and anybody
So you
else
guys
really.
you're racist aliens. Is what
Oh
I'm
no,
hearing.
we'll kill anybody anywhere. It just if they happen to be in Africa and that's where the
Yeah.
diamonds are, we'll kill the Africans. And if they happen
Well,
to
there's
be
also
in,
a lot of diamonds in Israel. Would you go there?
sure, if there are people to be killed there, we can kill them too.
Well, it depends on who you ask, but that's a very controversial thing to say.
I live for controversy.
Well, okay. Yeah, I'll die for it, so.
Very good. Now, survey question 4. Do you
Sure.
fear being dominated by the Charon Armada, Matt Lieb? And what could we do to make your impending enslavement more enjoyable?
I don't fear domination. I'm a sub usually, so I don't mind a little role playing. And to make my what's involved in being dominated? Like you got chains
Lots of,
or-
well, not chains, but whipping certainly if you don't do the right amount of mining. If you're not producing enough diamonds, I think there would certainly be whipping.
Well, what if I'm doing that deliberately so that I can be whipped?
Well, the ones who won't work will be eaten as well, along with the diamonds.
Well, what part gets eaten first?
You know, I haven't really explored the human body that much yet, but I imagine something soft and easily chewable.
I'm humming in agreement again.
But yes, something that would not be something that would not be very bony. So that would be something that we would have to leave off. Something non-bony.
Well, depends what you consider a bone. Some things are called a bone and don't actually contain any bone, you know?
I don't know, but I can imagine because we have certain things ourselves in that department. Mostly,
genitals.
No, not genitals.
Talking about
that's the most
dicks.
disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Eating one? It's really fun.
No, we don't eat the genitals. They may cause us a terrible genetic reaction. We don't want to even get into that. The last time I ate genitals was everybody. There were lawsuits. Let me put it that way.
You guys have lawyers too, huh?
Oh, we have so many lawyers. It's amazing.
What you guys pay in retainer fees, I can't even imagine. A whole armada?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there's cubic volumes of vast space full of rooms full of gold, going on for miles and miles.
You use gold as currency over there?
Well, just for the cheap stuff.
Okay, that's fair. Because we got gold mines. I'd be happy to be a gold miner for you guys.
Oh well, very good. Well, I think that would be very helpful. And thank you very much, Matt Lieb. We've come to the end of our interview. Is there
no.
Well, it's all right. Is there anything you wish to ask? Any statement you wish to make before we wipe your memory?
Just remember, I'd happily volunteer for your alien invading force. So slavery might not be necessary, but I'm into it if that's what you guys are into.
Yeah, we prefer forcing people. It's more fun that way.
It really is. Okay, I'll do it.
All right. Well, thank you for taking our survey, and the Charon Armada appreciates your cooperation. Goodbye.
Absolutely. Bye.